So in agenda, what we are covering is, as AWS is a cloud, right? And it has a lot of offerings, a lot of different types of offering. We categorize them and we'll see how we categorize them. Okay, and then there are different things in AWS. But to make this 1 hour or 1 hour, to utilize this 1 hour fully, we'll be focusing more on EC2, one of the core component of AWS, and there will be, there will be lot of topics or subtopics under EC2. Anyway, so let's get started. What is AWS? See, AWS is a CSP. When we say CSP is nothing but a cloud service provider. Likewise, we have three cloud provider CSPs in market which are in demand. One is AWS, which is always at top. Number two is Azure, and number three is GCP. So Azure is from Microsoft, AWS, as the name suggests, Amazon Web Services, it is from Amazon, and the third one, GCP, is from Google Cloud, right? So this is all about AWS is a cloud. Let's jump in. Okay, so AWS basics. So okay, so in AWS, right, or in any cloud for a matter, you will be having these terms, right? So this is I have covered around AWS, but it can be across cloud. And by the way, one more thing before we go ahead is, like, see, uh, when you understand the concept around one cloud, right? Let's say it's AWS. Okay, so at the same time, you experience, or you get the concept around other clouds also. Okay, so clear, guys? Like what is, like let's say, what is different between different cloud? Just give me a minute, guys.
So basically, like Kumar was trying to add is like here in this session we are going to cover about AWS. Okay, but when you know the concept about AWS terms and all, so similar things you can apply into other cloud services as well, like in
Right.
GCP or in Azure. Only
Yeah,
maybe some naming conventions will change. Yeah.
correct, Abhay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I had a bit of glitch. Okay, so yeah, so AWS, as we will be, so same thing will be there. Okay, so then there are three major things. Okay, 3 to 4 major things which are across cloud. Okay, IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. DBAS for now we'll leave it, but I'll tell you why it is also important. Now, what is IaaS? IaaS stands for infrastructure as a service. Okay, when we talk about infrastructure, right? When we talk about infrastructure in terms of let's say a computer or an application or software, the infrastructure is basically your server, your networks, your CPU, your memory. All these things are termed as infrastructure. So AWS, like any cloud, AWS also gives you infrastructure as a service. And I have taken two as an example, but there are many. For example, EC2, VPC, we can categorize them as a infrastructure as a service. Okay, then there is platform as a service. What is platform? So basically, imagine you are a developer who wants to develop application and who is, kind of less want to be less worried about where my infrastructure is going to run, how things are going to happen in background. Okay, you want to be less bothered about that. In that case, you will be using platform as a service. Okay, so in case of platform as a service, we have two components. One is RDS, another is Lambda, which we have covered here. There are many components across AWS. Okay, so now, for example, let's take the example of RDS. RDS is nothing but database. So let's say you want to use a Postgres database in your code, or for your application. So in that case, right, you just have to go and click create, and you will be done, right? Everything. So where that database is hosted, what will be the networking for that, what will be the storage for that, you don't have to bother about anything. Okay, and that will be taken care by RDS itself. So this particular things comes under category, comes under PaaS. Okay, platform as a service. Then comes SaaS. Okay, SaaS is nothing but software as a service. For example, right now we are using Teams, right, to have this session, right? This is also SaaS. Whereas you are using the software as a service, you are not bothered about how it is installed, where it is installed. You don't have any code. You just want to use it. Simple. So in that case, we have SaaS here. SaaS में AWS, similar to Meet, still Google Meet or Teams, we have AWS Chime, and then there is a huge marketplace where you can purchase different offering outside AWS through AWS Marketplace. Okay, so IaaS, PaaS, SaaS. IaaS is infrastructure as a service, PaaS is platform as a service, SaaS is software as a service. Now, DBAS, okay, database as a service. Okay, now, so similar to this, no. So the reason I put it is now what is happening since the cloud is getting modernized day by day, right? So what people are doing, they are trying to create subcategories, whereas they are creating a lot of things as a service, like let's say container as a service, so CAS, database as a service, DBS, something like that, right? So it will keep on, happening. But majorly, if you ask me, we divide all services into three categories: IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Okay. This part is clear. Just gives a thumbs up. You don't have to, unmute and say, just give a thumbs up if this